And welcome Kerry joining us from Illinois, listening on WVON, voice of the nation at 1690, and the home of the governor himself, Cliff Kelly. Kerry, welcome to Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton. You got Andre and Charles Ellison. Your thoughts?
I put this on the people that voted for him, because they got clouded in race and the climate of the country, about the shootings and everything, about making it black, making it a black issue. Second, I give it to the Republicans, because they want to get paid and they're sitting on their hands, and they know what's going on, but they don't want to do anything about it. Especially Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, and all of them. They know what's going on. And third, it's all about getting paid. The Russians are kicking out the money that they got from drilling that oil in the sea, and they passing out millions like they did to Flynn, like lollipops. And that's what's going on here. They get paid. And then when they came out that time after they voted that bill against the Health Care Act, and then they were all out at the White House yard laughing and grinning. And then when they won the election, putting on those hats, "Make America Great," yeah, make you great. You get paid. You get all the benefits and everything, and then you try to leave us for suckers. The problem is, one day, it's going to catch up with him, and I hope it catches up with him now, because Trump is nothing but a puppet, and he just want to get paid.
Appreciate that call. Charles, your thoughts?
Yeah, that's why we need, this kind of analysis, to keep a spotlight on what's happening. You need, once again, you need independent black media like Reverend Al Sharpton's show, like you, Andre, like WURD, which I'm on right now. Which rolled out on the FM today. It's not a Radio 1 affiliate, by the way. I have to correct that, but it's on the FM now. So it's good to see that that's happening, and it's very important because the caller was saying how Trump voters they deserve this. This is what they get, and you're looking at the polls and Trump voters. That 30 to 40% of the population. They don't care. In a way, it's kind of like this is what they want. They want this kind of steamroll policy making to continue to happen. Republicans, they're not too thrilled about the idea of an independent prosecutor because they're trying to figure out a way, how can we keep a Republican in the White House? Democrats are going to have to start adopting the same sort of mindset of winning electorally. Democrats are going to need to win elections if there's any remote possibility of pushing back against what's happening in Washington and the sort of domination that Republicans are exercising through full control of government. So, right now they're not too crazy about the idea of an independent special prosecutor. And so, that's even, somewhat in doubt, because Republicans control both chambers of Congress. And so, and even if we do get an independent special prosecutor, Republicans are then, they want to figure out a way, okay, well, are we still going does this mean we're going to have to impeach Trump? Because if that means we have to impeach Trump, and also that puts Vice President Mike Pence in trouble, because, there's a lot of, there's sort of dark clouds of doubt hanging over how much Mike Pence, claims he didn't know about Michael Flynn. Mike Pence is also kind of wrapped up into that scandal as well. They want to ensure that they still have full control of government. And so, that's why last night, it wasn't about Hillary Clinton's emails on any level. This was about, James Comey was not the kind of boy that they wanted in that particular position,
Exactly.
And so, and because now what's been happening, it's not just James Comey, but the firing of all of these assistant U.S. attorneys all over the country, for example. I mean, he's in a very dramatic way firing all the watchdogs.
Exactly.
There are very few watchdogs in federal government right now.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, a lot of people are saying we're already in a constitutional crisis. I say we are teeter-tottering dangerously along the brink of a constitutional crisis in this country, because this president refuses to be transparent. 877-532-5797. Let's go line 5. Will in California, listening on XM 126 Urban View. Will, welcome to Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton. You got Andre, Michael Eglishana, and the one and only Charles Ellison. Your thoughts today?
Thank you very much for taking my call. I would like to say my thoughts on this is that this is more of his deflection. He deliberately did this to allow himself to either, one, resign, or two, to be impeached. I personally don't think his ego will allow him to put himself in a position to be impeached. And I kind of disagree with the last caller on him saying that it was the Trump people that voted for him. Because, I mean, didn't Hillary have more of the popular vote? So it wasn't just those people. It's those people in December that ultimately allowed this to happen.
Right.
That's who the true blame falls on, those Democrats and Republicans that voted in December, the Electoral College representatives that allowed this man to get in office.
Right. Let me sort of, I want to sort of clarify something here about that 3 million popular vote margin.
Okay.
I think we have to understand. Those 3 million votes were primarily concentrated in states like California, Illinois, New York, states that Hillary Clinton was already going to have, states that were already going to turn out for whomever the Democratic nominee was. And we do see data that shows that the Democrat, there were huge segments of the Democratic base. I mean, a lot of people did come out, but a lot of people did sit this one out, that shouldn't have. I mean, yeah, there was a bit more turnout in this election than there was the previous election, but there needed to be enough of a Democratic wave or enough of a turnout behind Hillary Clinton to push back against the wave that we were seeing coming from the Trump side, that wave of enthusiasm from his voters. And there was just so much doubt internally within the Democratic Party, and there just wasn't any sort of enthusiasm behind Hillary Clinton. And those 3 million votes, they were already, and at the end of the day, too, you got to win both the Electoral College and the popular vote. And she just didn't do it on the Electoral College level. I mean, Hillary Clinton and her team are going to have to start taking some responsibility. This wasn't just the Comey letter. That was one piece of it, yes. Russian manipulation, that's one piece of it, yes. But at the end of the day, Hillary Clinton and her team, a lot of Democrats, people in the Democratic Party leadership are going to have to take responsibility for fielding a very flawed candidate. Donald Trump and Barack Obama had one thing in common. They both beat Hillary Clinton, and they just need to accept that.
Yep. All right, we got to take a break. 877-532-5799.